The new Afghanistan map for DCS looks very tempting, but let's check it out first so we know how it looks and performs. Hey guys, Emil's here, and today we'll be exploring Kandahar and its surroundings in the F-16. But if you can't wait, then you can just watch the full stream now by clicking the card. Alright, let's get into it.
So first things first, I think we should probably check out the airfield. So this is the parking area, one of the parking areas in Kandahar airfield. Let's check out these little places right here. So we have a watchtower, some crates, we have a hangar, lights. Well, we should probably see how it's at night as well. Right now, I also did test this out a little bit beforehand. It's looking great. It's looking pretty nice, at least the parking area so far. And all the buildings surrounding it are great. The airfield seems very, very beautiful. Now, when we're going to get in the air, I'm going to start pointing out some things that I think could have been better, since I have looked at the map already a little bit. But right now, I mean, even just the ground grass on the ground looks very beautiful. So let's start taxiing here. So first we're going to try it out in the F-16, see how it looks like from an aircraft's, fixed-wing aircraft's point of view. That's going to be flying high and low and fast. And later on we're going to test it out with a helicopter to see how it feels like then. Keep saying the Kandahar in real life is huge. I bet it is, and to be fair, in DCS it looks huge as well. The amount of parking area, the amount of runway, just the physical space Kandahar takes up is huge compared to any other map. As well as the Afghanistan map itself is, I think, one of, if not the biggest map in DCS. When it's finished, currently it probably does take up less space than some other maps, like Koala. The Koala map actually might be bigger, but I haven't checked. So this is all parking areas where you can park up a lot of aircraft. I imagine populating an airfield like this just for a mission visually would. Oh, this thing's gonna take up a lot of RAM, because this would be all filled with fighter jets, bombers, helicopters, recon aircraft. I'm guessing. I haven't been to Afghanistan, as I said. I just think you can populate this so much, and you can make, I think, epic missions on this map. Looks like the airfield's already quite populated with ground vehicles like trucks and stuff. I think performance-wise we are not getting 30 FPS. I think we're getting a little bit less, somewhere around 20, 24. I do not have my performance metrics on, but just visually I do notice some stuttering. So I think that's the Kandahar International Airport right there. And that is actually some interesting architecture right there. You can see the tower. Looks like a terminal, but looks like the terminal isn't quite finished there. I'm assuming. I don't think the texturing should be half grass, half some sort of concrete. I think that's a place where the ED still has some work to do. But as you can see as well around this place, all the walls. Oops. All the walls built up around the base, as well as the watchtowers, and other buildings. They look amazing. Alright, let's make our way to the runway, because I know that it's going to be more interesting to see how the ground texturing looks like around the map, and so on. So we are on a clean F-16. I think we're on a clean F-16. So I think we should be able to take off pretty fast. I think we've all seen a runway before. I would say no different than other runways in DCS, except that this one is massive compared to something like Ramat David. Okay, full throttle. We have not a lot of runway to take off, so we better get this right the first time. Up, 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 up. Alrighty, gear up. We are off the ground. So instantly after takeoff, first thing I'm noticing are these fields that look yet to be detailed. Looks like there should be a building, as you can see right at the start of that green field. Right, oh, whoop, there. And the higher we go, the better it starts looking, but yeah, if we are low, it doesn't, it has its, it looks just painted over. It doesn't look as detailed. Like from up here, I'd say you can barely notice it. I mean, I know that it's not well detailed right there, but I don't say it's very noticeable. And honestly, in a jet, we're probably likely to be high up, out of the range of any man pads or AAA, and just firing from up high laser guided bombs, JDAMs, stuff like that. But we'll check it out in a helicopter a little bit later on, close to the ground. Troop support missions, stuff like that, how it looks then. From up here, you can see some detailed spots, like that, whatever that is, but it's in the middle of... It's just in the middle of, looks like to be a field, because the surrounding area isn't as detailed. Now, that single spot looks weird in my opinion. And I'm assuming that's supposed to be a river. And that's not a river. Southwest Afghanistan? I think this should be the detailed part of Afghanistan. Correct me if I'm wrong. But that doesn't seem correct. And I think Microsoft Flight Simulator can do better graphics than this. We do have scenery details. I'll check. We'll check right now, actually. And just so it's a objective view. Scenery details are set to 0.6. We can set that full. Force detail, we can set that full too, but there's really no point up high in a jet. So we're just going to keep that at 0.5. Terrain textures are at high as well, so, you know, theoretically everything that is important for terrain textures should, and buildings surrounding it, should be set to high. And, I mean, it's not horrible, but is it worth the full price of the map currently? I don't think so. I mean, what do you guys think? So I'm going to be flying back towards Kandahar, just to see how Kandahar looks like from up high. And as you can see to the left, nice detailed Afghanistan. I would say pretty flat Afghanistan, but this area is flatter, I presume, from the map, looking at the map. And to the right we have a humongous desert, which is not detailed. So that's a little bit disappointing, I would say, because any shots I would have, external shots to the right of the aircraft currently, they would have just red sand in the background. I'll show you guys in a little bit. So here's Kandahar from an aerial view. As you can see, a very beautiful airfield. Very well detailed, I would say. This is probably my favorite part of the map, weirdly enough. But I mean, this is where we start off our missions and end our missions. Kandahar looks great. We're going to fly over the heliport as well. Heliport should be... Whoopsies. Right under us? I'm actually not sure. Huh. Yeah, no, I don't remember, if I'm honest. No, heliport's right in front. So let's fly over to that red desert that I was talking about previously. So this is just something to take note if you are looking into Afghanistan. Right next to Kandahar, there's going to be a huge red desert. So let's see, let's set our can we turn on autopilot? Altitude hold. And we're going to see what's that supposed to be. So F10, that is supposedly, that's supposedly still Afghanistan. It's just a big desert. It's just fine being just a big desert. From up high, again, I would say it isn't horrible, but now I might be totally wrong, but I mean, look, it looks like repeated textures, and does it look like this in real life? I don't know. As I said, I haven't been to Afghanistan, I haven't looked at pictures really, but I mean, you can see the repeating textures, and that's something to note if you are if you're with the Afghanistan map. It's going to look like this, relatively close to Kandahar, which is okay. You have nothing to do this way anyway, but yeah. It looks like they have modeled the river right next to it, but not the river that's more in the detailed area. So I don't know what's happening there. That's a little weird, right? As you can see, higher we got, the performance got much better. The performance is much better. I think we're getting a stable 30 frames per second. And yeah, there's no issues right now.
So as you can see, Afghanistan is a mix of good and bad. The airfields look good, but performance gets bad. When you are in the air, performance is good, but the ground texturing and details look bad. I wouldn't rush into the map if graphical fidelity is important to you, because this map has a long way to go before it will be at the same level as other DCS maps. Honestly, it feels like ED rushed this release. Let me know what you think in the comments. Alright, that's it for me, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!